You moved to a wine cellar.
Yes. It's been a few years since I've opened it and gone down into it. But since it's a special occasion.
Oh, look at that. All right, nice. Yep, you get to look at my gut as it expands as I consume large quantities of wine.
I remember Mother saying Tim John Steve Dave Bill
Yeah.
Mike. What's your name? Who are you?
What are you doing in my house?
Well, let's start the video. I don't want to miss all the fun. All the fun stuff will burn out before.
Now I'm kind of like
Burn out in
burned
3
out.
minutes.
Like
I'm emotional.
We'll tell all
I
the
don't feel like
jokes.
talking anymore. Okay, well, guess what? We've got our holiday special here with the X-Pats.
I showed my
Yeah, the holiday special.
Woohoo!
And it's family oriented. We're drinking a lot of wine. So
At least in our family. You know what? We were kids. Chris, you might not remember this, but like even when we were in upstate New York, at Christmas and Thanksgiving, everybody got a small glass of wine. Remember that?
No.
Yes.
I remember drinking Sambuca with Dad
Yeah.
when I was
12. No, we used to
I
get
remember
little-
going to the bars in high school, but I don't remember drinking wine with Dad.
Well, the crazy thing is David talking about going to the Manoir for his 50th high school reunion. It's still there.
I know. It's beautiful.
It's
I got to go
crazy.
back.
We're
well,
gonna go
getting back to
crazy.
the introduction of the show. It's our holiday special on the Expat show. And once again, Mike is here as always. He's the show's talent. And then we bring Steve
We have a
in.
very low bar. Not a physical bar. Anyway, sorry.
Steve is our
We're going to the
expert.
bar today.
Steve is our expert because he actually lives in a foreign country, owns property in a foreign country. So he's really our only expat. So we have to bring him on.
Yeah,
We like it.
To make the show legit.
legit.
Yes, YouTube's very, they're always
Yeah.
looking in to make sure
They
our
do background
shows are
checks.
legitimate. And there's me. I've been to a lot of different countries. Italy was one of them, along with Mike and I and Steve. We all lived in Italy for
And then Chris lived in not Uganda, Ghana.
Ghana, spent a couple years in Ghana. And yeah, we've basically, the three of us have done a lot of traveling. And we've kind of we kind of like Italy. But today is special because it's it's a lead up to Christmas. So we're doing a wine tasting episode. But as I like to call it, it's more vino sipping.
Vino sipo.
Vino sipping.
Vino sipping. Man.
So anyways, each of us will have chosen a wine. We will
And
present
we're going
it,
to sip it.
and then we will go through the process of doing the correct, in our minds, the correct way to
Which has
taste.
never been correct on any level, but at least in our mind.
What is it taste? Justo.
Yes.
Justo is a taste.
Yes. See.
See,
So, do we have any volunteers to begin the presentation with their?
Well, do you even need a volunteer? Of course, I step up, Chris, because that's what I do. When it comes to drinking wine,
Well, in the military, as Steve knows, never volunteer for anything.
well, see, that's the exact opposite in wine tasting. In wine
That's how
tasting,
Mike got to be where he is today. Volunteering.
unemployed. Anyway,
So kick it off,
Okay.
Mike.
okay, you know what? Now, there are a lot of fine wines in the world, okay? And I do drink box wine because I actually drink any wine. But this is such a good wine. I've been so impressed because it's inexpensive and it's called Cascadian Outfitters. It is from Columbia Valley.
Does
and
it
it's
come in a bottle?
It comes in a box. It's box wine. And what I love about it, it's actually really a decent wine for a liter for here in Salem. I don't know what kind of money you guys use in your area, but it's $7.99. And for a liter of wine, it's just a great, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, and it is for the money. And with me right now, money is,
Okay, you
is
have
a premium.
Straight into the camera when you taste it, so we can see the look on your face.
Okay. I usually drink through a straw, but today you gotta.
Let
What
it
can I
breathe,
say?
or you
I'll
breathe.
read it. I'll read it off the box. Aromas of black cherry and vanilla. I don't know.
So what are you
I never
tasting?
I'm tasting kind of like a little bit of sewage.
Oh, they're going to definitely want to be our sponsor now.
I'm kidding. No, it's delicious. I don't know. I never taste what they say. I mean, I guess if I lick the box, maybe. Yes, I do taste a little vanilla. No, it's a good wine. It's nice. It's just a real nice, well-balanced Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's a thumbs up from
That's
Mike.
a thumbs up. Yeah. No, it's a great wine. I mean, for the price and the fact that it's, I mean, not that box wine is a bad thing, but usually you don't get a very good wine. I mean, occasionally you'll get something nice, but this has been a real good, solid, decent wine. And then they've got a Pinot Grigio that is also nice. And I do like Sauvignon Blanc, but I don't have any.
Okay.
Okay.
I
There
think
you
that's a fair assessment of a boxed wine, Mike. You
Yeah.
didn't use a corkscrew, did you, to open that?
I did. That was the only downside. I destroyed most of the box trying to get the wine out. But you know,
You didn't use your teeth.
it's a small price to pay for a fine wine.
Okay, we're going to move right along to our ex-Navy guy, Steve. I know Steve's got something special because
Steve's probably got something good.
Italy not too a month ago, a few weeks. So,
Boy,
Yeah. Oh, that's
on
right.
your hats.
That's right. Oh my gosh, time flies. The big thing that I think most people don't know about is in the South. If you go to and I remember years ago going to Positano, and we went to Priano, which is a little town south of Positano, all along the Amalfi Coast. The wine, pretty much every wine in most restaurants, except for, if they carry French wines or whatever, but are all Alanico. So it's a Southern wine, never heard of it. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but now it's becoming a little more popular. I think because they grow it in the wine that I have is from Puglia, which is on the eastern coast of Italy and to the south. So it's the opposite coast from Naples and a little bit south of that. But the Alanicos, and surprisingly enough, we have been in Rome a number of times, gone to a restaurant and found Alanico.
really?
And so, or actually, I don't think, also the other one from the South, which is becoming a lot more popular, is the Primitivo. So if you go to a wine store and you can find a Primitivo, it's it can be a very beautifully balanced wine, not too sharp, not too high in alcohol level. It's kind of it's just an easy drinking wine. But this is, hang on, let's see. Can we?
Oh yeah, it's Epicuro.
Epicuro.
Yep.
Hang on.
It's good stuff.
Where is it? Why isn't it showing up? There it is.
No,
There it
it's It's looking for a face, Steve. It doesn't have a face, so it doesn't.
Is that it?
Yeah, it tries to look for a face to
But
kind of.
But this is Trader Joe's $5.99. Now, what boggles my mind is they buy this from a vineyard in Puglia, ship it across the world, and then ship it to their stores, and it's $6.
Yeah.
You just think they must be buying it for like a quarter a bottle.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They probably actually bottle it in the United States. I bet. I think that would only be just about the only way you could do it
it could be
economically.
Bottled U.S., shipped in big vats.
Yeah,
it says it's a product of Italy, but you could be right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what? I love the Southern Italian wines are good. I love there's a lot of really good Spanish wines, and Southern France, Côte de Rhône, the
GSM,
TSM, too much
GSM. Grenache Syrah, and Mourvèdre.
Yeah,
that's the Rhone Valley wine.
Oh man, they've got some really good ones. I love the Côte, and the reason I love them.
We're not in Italy tonight. I know France.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, a lot of these regions are starting to blow up because they have very good, inexpensive wines. And I think a lot of Italian wines for a long time were kind of dissed as, they don't travel. I hear stuff like, oh, they don't travel well, or you know what I mean. I don't know, but they are really nice wines. And I think as you get into where you're drinking wine and you want to try something different, they're really fun wines to try, and they're very reasonably priced. So if it doesn't work out, what's $5? What's $5?
All right. I've done my thing. So I'm taking a sniffy sip. Very, very light nose, but it has a lot of, I'm not sure, raspberries, cherries, but it's not a fruity wine. It's more spice. I'd say a little tobacco, chocolate. So it's got a little bit of depth to it.
Mike's doing another taste.
This is my witch's brew wine.
That's amazing.
Delicious. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
Chris, your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, as you can see, I've re-entered my wine cellar after 20 years just for this episode.
Wow.
The Christmas special episode. Yes.
The big reveal.
A little dusting, but it's still there. I have chosen, Thanksgiving was last week, and I went to a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner with family, and it was, what was it? Sugar-free, gluten-free, alcohol.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah.
Was it alcohol-free?
Even alcohol-free. So, it was very, very healthy experience. So I decided to.
Did they have any meat?
Oh, plenty of meat. Plenty of meat.
Good.
Not a lot of carb, plenty of meat. And they did bring out some gluten-free pumpkin pie, which was delicious. It was delicious.
Well, there's no gluten in pumpkins anyway.
Yeah. So I chose a wine that actually my wife and I are drinking more frequently. Not wine, but this specific wine. It's called Fit Wine.
Fit Wine.
It's zero gluten, no gluten.
Well, wine does not have gluten in it.
And no sugar. Yeah, it's just amazing. I don't know what they use. Rocks? I don't know. But
they throw some dirt in it.
Red rocks.
Red rocks.
And sugar-free is Fit Wine. From California. Can you believe that? Why would California be like into fit wine?
They're nuts.
But anyway, it's fine. So I'm gonna take the audience through the performance training on how to.
This is what. So you can drink this while you're exercising. Is that the whole idea?
Yes, while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So I pour the wine into the glass. I know it's hard to see with the imagery. Give it a swirl, right?
Ah, very good.
Get the wine breathing. Give it a sniff. Ooh, it smells like wine.
That's so weird.
Wait a second. So it's got. How do they ferment it?
It doesn't. They're not putting any additional sugar in it to make a sparkling white wine. you have to add sugar. To make a red wine, a table wine, you do not have to add sugar. It ferments, it's naturally sweet from the grapes and whatever. So it's sort of a play on words.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. No, but you know what? Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you do your swirl, did your sniff. I did that. And then you do your slurp. Is it slurp? Is it called slurp?
It's called a slurp. Yeah, definitely. That's
Or
wine. That's wine jargon. I'm gonna slurp this sucker up.
I get slurp this sucker.
You go to California, they talk like that in all the vineyards. I don't know why.
Swirl after the slurp, then the swirl. Swirl it around, get to all the
So
flavors.
what's going through your head, Chris?
Like, there's no sugar in this.
Where's all the sugar?
I ain't taking
My
no
head
sugar.
is
I ain't tasting no sugar.
for
Ain't
a
no
wine
sugar in this.
now- For
Ain't
a
no
wine
sugar
that has
here.
no gluten and no sugar. It does have full flavor. I mean, it tastes like a wine. It tastes like a red wine. I guess they made from grapes. So yes,
Or
amazingly,
red rocks.
amazingly enough, it does have a wine flavor and it's full. Grape,
So that's good.
I would say grape flavored wine.
I like it.
Hey,
And then after you do your swish, then you swaller,
Mm-hmm.
and then you give your critique. As I
or you could spit.
Hog
I didn't-
wine.
I left spitting out. I have nowhere to spit. I gave up the spittoon many years ago.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
So anyways, that, for now that Steve has bursted my bubble, I thought, all right, I'm drinking wine. It's got no sugar in it. Carnivore. Woohoo.
Mine has no corn syrup. Or mine has no rice particles in it.
No rice particles found in this wine. Well, you know what? Now, see, okay, when we were kids growing up in Italy, we worked at that vineyard. They said there was like this it wasn't a scandal, but so they had a group of guys from either India or Sri Lanka.
Spoleto, just to let the audience know. Spoleto.
Yeah, just outside of Spoleto, and they had a group of guys that were working there before we were working, and they were helping harvest the grapes. And when they went down, of course, they test the grapes for bricks. Well, what these guys did was they bought bags of sugar and dumped them onto the conveyor belt. So when they put the, whatever it is, that tube where they measure the bricks, so it would pick up some of the sugar and the bricks would, be much higher. The sugar content.
What is the bricks?
Okay, when they measure the sugars in the wine, it's called they measure. I think it's called they measure the bricks, and it's just they're measuring the sugar content in the grapes.
So the higher the sugar content, the better it is.
Well, for making wine, yes. So you want a certain amount of sugars in the grapes, so you can, when you ferment the wine,
So who was dumping the sugar on the conveyors?
these guys from another country, they always do that. But anyway, so I always thought that was like a big no, don't ever, you never put sugar. So I have a relative who worked in the wine industry, and he was working at one of the big vineyards here in the Willamette Valley. And we were chatting about that. He goes, oh man, you wouldn't believe it. He goes, we're always dumping sugar in the wine because you have to balance it out. So every year you've got to come up with a product that's saleable. So he goes, you do whatever you have to do to make the wine taste good and get the fermentation process going and make sure it's, you end up with a product that people want to drink. So yeah, he said, yeah, it's like
10 years ago, we were in Rome and went to this special restaurant in Rome where it's one price and you choose fish or meat, red or white. You get four options.
Right.
And we got the red wine because we typically only drink red. And Anne says to me, this wine tastes like manure. And so I'm saying, oh yeah, okay. And I taste it and I go, yeah. I mean,
Really?
literally. So we keep drinking it thinking it's got to get better. You know, at some point.
Manure always gets better.
Oh yeah, you let that manure sit for a while. Oh, that's like it's at the.
But so years later, I was
How's it
reading, and typically when you do very organic wines, this is a byproduct. It
Cow
will
manure.
smell and taste like manure.
No way.
Yeah. And which
Oh,
I was,
that's-
and so we were getting somebody's local wine. It was horrible.
Or their
Oh,
manure. Wasn't
well,
sure. Was it wine
that's
or
like
manure?
you
I
can
don't know.
actually-
Put it on the shelf.
What is this? No, they have it. Wine di merda.
Merda.
Yeah.
Oh, delicioso.
Vino di merda. It's like a thing. No, is that? I mean, I've never had organic. I've had organic wine, and it never tasted like manure.
But that's why typically whenever I see anything organic, it has the potential to taste like crap. Just because they can't doctor it in any way. So
Well,
but anyway, I just thought that was an interesting thing that we were saying that, and
I
then
think that's you have hit what the Italians call it's bullshit, because it's just something. No, it happened.
Are you saying he was really drinking manure, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
I can't imagine.
so this is the crazy thing. If you talk to an Italian, they will never admit to anything. So we were on years ago the Amalfi Coast, and if you've ever been on the Amalfi Drive, it's like a roller coaster ride. You know, the road is about 6 feet wide, and they're having 12-foot buses. 12-foot wide. Anyway, and so we were talking to this Italian guy saying there must be a lot of fatalities on the Amalfi Coast. He said, "Oh no, there's never."
I just saw a dead body on the side of the road.
And so then we were talking to somebody somewhere else in the south about the snow in the mountains. Oh, it never snows in the mountains. You know what I mean? It's just like they'll never admit to any kind of adversity when people are dying left and right. They're digging out of 10 feet of snow, whatever. Anyway, it's just kind of a funny.
Chris, I'm gonna ask you a question. It's not a hard question, but
And I want the truth.
and I want the truth. When we drove the Amalfi Coast with Dad and Mom, you, me, and Tom, it was like 76, I think. So the year we got there in May of 75. So this would have been like March. It was spring break. We drive down. We drove the Amalfi Coast, and we go to this
In the old green car.
yes, in the old green Mercedes, which now wasn't cool back then, but boy, now they're cool. And they even have that same. I saw a Mercedes, a green, was it 220 or something?
I think it was a 150. I don't know.
One.
Anyway, did it have
was
the
a-
steering wheel where you turn it and the car?
This car was so old, it was Mercedes 1. They figured, hey, it's the first Mercedes. It's 1. Solo uno. So we go to this old Gothic church. I don't even know what town it was on the Amalfi Coast, and it was amazing. And we go in, and it's like I don't know, but I was just wondering if you remembered it. Maybe you don't.
I don't remember. I think I remember going on the road, and Dad,
He was freaking out.
He was not comfortable driving those roads in the Mercedes.
Did not like.
Do you recall if you were driving from Naples to Salerno or if you were going the other way?
We were driving south, so we were heading towards
towards Salerno. So the good thing was Dad would have been on the inside and not on the cliff side.
I think he was on the cliffside anyway. 'Cause he was just
Look at a 6-foot road. You're on the cliffside, regardless of what lane you think you're in. I mean, that was like narrow, windy, weird. And I think we actually got quite a ways because we got through. We got all the way to what's the name of the town where you take the ferry over to the city?
Sorrento.
Where you take the ferry over to Sicily?
no, Sorrento's
That'd
No,
be
the-
Naples or
No,
Salerno.
no.
Salerno.
Way south. It's right. So there's two cities. You got Mount Etna on Sicily. There's a city there, and and we literally had the car put on the ferry, but they would actually run some of the train cars onto the ferry and ferry the train cars across with, in a special compartment, which
Did
is
you get drinkers?
drinkers. Train
Did you
cars.
get in the train cars? Could you get?
No. We were driving. We were driving in the old Mercedes. So
Yeah, I
anyway,
don't remember that trip specifically. But yes, it
anyway,
was.
there was some really amazing stuff along in that trip.
Oh yeah, it's a great experience. Steve probably is sick of it. He's been to Italy so many times.
Oh yeah, I hate the Amalfi Coast.
Oh, they've been talking about their
The roads are too narrow. Wah, wah, wah.
I will just say that, back in the 70s when you were there, when I was in the Navy living there, it was the same road, but the traffic was probably
100.
less. There's probably 1/10 of the volume of traffic.
Oh yeah.
Now it's
It's
like
man.
it's discovered and everybody wants to go there. I have I don't want to go back to Positano because it is just so freaking crowded. And Positano is like in a crevasse. It's a town there's no room outside of town. It's got rock walls 100 feet up, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so there's no parking, there's no space. It's just hordes of tourists. It is a spectacular, geographically, the stone in the cliffs and the architecture, how they built the houses. It's mind-boggling, but it just gets too crazy. The buses. I mean, every third vehicle is a bus with 80 people on it.
Yeah, it's probably best to go visit the villages out on hilltops and
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they're just as rustic and
I think that's the great thing about Italy. There are so many places outside of the very touristy areas that are amazing that either they haven't gotten the exposure through TV shows like Rick Steve's ruined everything for everybody. Come on, the guy.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy. He's been everywhere. He does great videos. Everybody wants. What happened to Steve? Steve's melting. He's slowly.
There I am. Oh, hang on. My light is getting dark in here.
Yeah.
There we are.
But
there we are.
That's a lot of it. Like, Cinque Terre, Rome, Venice, all the big tourist attractions. Not that you don't want to go, they're fantastic, and there's a reason why they are popular. But it's just getting so crowded, it kind of wrecks it. And I think that's the thing that makes some of these, like, you being in Guardia San Framondi, they're great little places that you can go spend an afternoon, see everything. You get blown away, but you don't have to spend a week there. And then you just go on.
Well, there's so many things that are like if you go to the southern part of the Amalfi Drive, north of Salerno, we went with our Italian instructor to this. It's more like a city called Cava di Tirreni, and it's literally, if you're driving out of Salerno up the Amalfi Coast, it's like the first you go up into the mountains, and they call it the Little Bologna because they have the covered walkways. The buildings are all covered, and they have, this is a Benedictine monastery that, I've been to St. Peter's dozens and dozens of times. This place was breathtaking, stunning, and it's literally built in a ravine on a cliff. And they used to have like 1,000 students there in the monastery and training priests, and they had a college, but the cathedral is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's just like, No, who's ever heard of this town? But it's probably got 40,000 people in it. It's up in the mountains outside of Salerno.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to a church in Italy where I'm like, wow, this church sucks. I mean, we're all just like so ornate.
This is true.
There are so many. I remember being up when I went to school in Perugia. I would go up and
all the churches, you'd make your rounds.
Oh, I pray for everyone. I was like a saint even back then. But I'd go up to the center of town, the old section, Centro Storico, the older part of town, which is up because Perugia is a big city. I mean, it's a good sized city, over 100,000, a couple 100,000. So you go up in the center, and that's where the school was, the Università per Stranieri, for foreigners. And actually, that's right, the strange people, and that's where Amanda Fox was held.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she was going to the same school. Okay, a lot of murderers go there. I'm just saying. Tough crowd.
Do you have anything you want to tell us, Mike?
Okay, look it. I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. You can't prove anything.
Where are the bodies buried?
I'm not going to say. Maybe next episode I'll reveal.
Come back and visit us next time.
I go up occasionally, just walking around. I go sit in the church, and they would do like one of the nights. They would do the choral practice for the man. Yeah, it was spectacular. I mean, even as a 18, 19-year-old kid, it was like, this is unbelievable. Sitting there in the church, a beautiful center, and they had parts of Perugia still have parts of Etruscan buildings, arches still in the city. I mean, that predates Roman rule. I mean, that's like predates the Romans.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
Well, that's a great note to finish our show, Mike. I appreciate that. Steve, thanks for giving an expert how to really taste wine and
that's right.
your flavors and aroma.
You gonna swallow that or what? Hey, Chris.
I think I might spit.
Hey, Chris.
What?
I got to ask you a question, and it's not hard. But so this fit vine stuff that you've been drinking, what's the deal? Was it good?
Oh yeah, it's full of flavorful.
Full of flavor.
Good. We actually, my wife and I, because I thought it was sugar-free. Now I'm probably drinking. Steve kind of popped that bubble. But no, it was good. It's a good wine. $14. Yeah, a good wine.
How much is in it comes in a bottle or a box?
Bottle with a cork.
A bottle with a cork.
$6.99. This one. There we go.
There
now
you
can
go.
see it. Epicuro.
Okay.
You've got to press it up against your face.
Thanks for all those that are still watching. Make sure you go to church.
To absolve you of your sins. I've been going to the Catholic Church.
Go to a church in Italy if you really
Oh, that hurts. The transportation fees alone. That kills it right there.
Well, you can't go to church in Italy. At least just go to the church down the street.
There you have it. You got to really want to go there.
That's right.
All right.
Adios, muchachos.